Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
Yo everyone, how we doing?
I call up Nigeria.
Yes sir. Welcome, welcome. Sweet. Alright. GJ, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Same range we're in. So let's have a look at what the daily did yesterday. So daily, you know, closing bearish, which is pretty interesting here. Maybe we can catch some sells today, actually. Weekly, you know, still bullish. But if we're gonna play off the daily time frame today, then let me know if you can hear me, of course, guys. And I'm sure you can. But if we can break these lows here, then I think we can catch some sells today. Yeah, should be alright. Let's see what we're gonna go on the 4 hour here. Yeah, I don't like these wicks here. We need to get below these wicks. So if anything sells, is gonna be below here. That's for sure. So let's see where's that daily wick? The daily wick is here. So let me just keep that in mind. I want us to trade below this daily wick if we're gonna look for sells today. Yeah. So sells are actually going to be, let's see, 1 hour time frame. Break that wick, come up close. What's the range looking like? The range is looking like music's a bit loud for me, this music. Let me turn this down. There we go. So if we break this wick, I mean, we have this consolidation here. I think we can push down somewhere around here, you know, giving us here 15 pips. I think it's doable. I think you guys can agree 15 pips is pretty good. I think we can trade 15 pips. So if we do come down here, I think we can catch some sells today. I know it's going against the weekly bias, but you know, looking 4 hour bearish. Once we break below this wick, 4 hours bearish structure, daily is bearish structure. And you know, everything's telling me sells. 30-minute is making some support. Now remember, we are bullish on the weekly here, so you know, technically, let's see what the 1 hour is showing me. I mean, technically we haven't broken structure yet. Now we have to keep this in mind. Structure is still bullish until we start breaking below here on the 1 hour. So that's what's interesting. Like, I do want to buy because that's my weekly analysis, but I'm saying sells is an option if we start coming down here, because we want to get a trade in at the end of the day, right? So, but I'm more looking for buys. And yeah, I mean, what do we have going on here? What's this? Yeah, I mean, buys really, they're gonna take some time for buys to come out, right? Because buys are gonna, yeah, boy, we need to jump up through this whole range for buys. So hopefully what we can get is a fake out. Maybe we'll get a fake out today. That would be interesting. Come down here, fake back into the range. continue up. Yeah, so this is why I think a lot of people will be caught in these sells. They will try to catch sells, but price will come back. I really do think this. So I'm going to be very cautious with sells because I do think that GJ will set us up for a fake out. So again, I will only tell you when I'm looking for sells because I do have some techniques that I can use to give me extra confirmations. So if I do get those extra confirmations, then we can. But again, my bias is buys, right? So I'm going to stick to my bias, obviously. But there are a few exceptions. And when you become more advanced in trading, you can sometimes go against the bias, but it's always going to be like a 10% to go against the bias. I need to see 1 hour. 1 hour is still bullish, guys. Look, there's lower highs. Here's the lower highs, but there's no lower lows here, right? We're holding all of these equal lows here, right? So until structure actually breaks towards the downside and we're making a lower low, come up to make some sort of resistance and then continue down, only then I'm interested in taking sells. Until that, I'm gonna stick with my bias, right? The only reason I'm pushing to take a sell is because we want to trade, you know? And we're in this range. As for gold, my god, what a mess gold is. Gold is such a... Gold wants to pop down to this support here. So we do have two. We have a daily resistance support here. So let's see this. And the weekly is still bullish, but again, we're rejecting these tops here. Every time we've rejected these tops, we've had movement down, and now we can expect movement down until we break these lows, right? But again, still bullish. If you're looking at structure is bullish. 4 hours extremely bearish though. We're coming back into this range. We don't want to come back into this range. It's a horrible range here. We want to stay out of this range. I really wish gold didn't come back in this range. It just makes our trading so much more difficult coming back in this range. But here we have some 4-hour support here. This is also the daily support. Let me see what information on the 1 hour is just driving down like a rock. I mean, this thing is just falling down. No possible way to enter a trade. Where are you going to put your stop loss? No possible way. 50 pip stop loss? Yeah. Good. We need some sort of support. I mean, if we break back into this range here, below this area here, 25 pips. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Also, give the stream a like. Let's see if we can get the algorithm to start working. YouTube algorithm, really something else, guys. It's really something else. So support the algorithm. So we have this 30-minute candle closing here in 22 seconds. What's the time now? Yeah, 10:30. I want to see if I can get my YouTube chat here. Let me watch my own stream. Let's see my YouTube chat. YouTube chat. Good. So guys, we're closing bullish on the 30. 1 hour is closing in 29 minutes here. But we are rejecting this area here. Very interesting. To be honest with GJ, we need to get out this range. It's very hard trading in this range. See what 5 minute is telling me. 5 minute is telling me. Yeah, I think sells are clean below the... I mean, if you really want to trade in this range, this would have been a good entry down here with this candle closing bullish. But this trade would have taken a long time. Something like this. See, candle closes bullish. Interesting. Any questions, guys? Oh, look, someone came in here and gave a dislike. It's alright. Still supports the algorithm. Like, dislike, doesn't matter. Again, guys, any questions about trading? This is why I come live on Tuesday. Help you guys. So, ask away. Wow. Guys, this is insane. Look how much bearish pressure here. No top wick, no top wick, full no top wick. I mean, you can't. This is counted like such a small top wick here. Insane bearish pressure. Imagine you took the sell here with the closure below of this candle on the 30-minute. What a sell. Stop loss here, 16 pips stop loss, 55 pips up. 16 pips stop loss. Simple, just closure below the range. Bearish structure, candle close below the range. Now driving down. Wow. 56 pips in profit. 56 pips is enough for me for the week. And you wouldn't even need to take partial profits. Like, it would come down here, 16 pips. And then the candle would open up and then drive down. So you don't have to hold any drawdown. 40 pips, easy, secured. Easy, easy. Yeah, it's a pretty big drop. Let's see what news we have for today. I mean, what time was that drop? How would I caught that? I would have to be... I hate when this happens. Because I never get the right size. I would have to been awake at... My times are all off now. Dubai, yes, Dubai. And why is that 8:30 a.m. Oh, I could have caught this move. It's like, that's a weird time for gold to move. Gold never usually moves during that time. That's a really weird time. Really weird time. Let's see what news we have. So today we have, again, we have this. This really sucks, guys. And we have gold GDP coming up, 4:30 p.m. Well, this is Thursday. What's going on with my calendar? It's September, well past September. What's going on with my calendar? Yeah, my calendar's all messed up. Date should be the 7th today. There we go. Alright, so today we actually have no news, so except for Aussie dollar news, doesn't really matter. Oh, we have some GBP news at 11:30. Interesting. So maybe price will, you have to be very careful, huh? Price will do some weird stuff until 11:30. Very interesting. So that should bring some volume in the market. So that's pretty good for pound yen. That should look good. That should look very good. Oh, 15 minutes. Breaking this high. This should continue up 6 pips from here. Again, this was an easy trade here. Close bullish. 8 pips in profit. But I wasn't looking at the charts. That's at 9:30 that candle happened. Yeah, Eldon. So basically what I said is that if you look here, weekly is still bullish. And 1 hour structure, look at the 1 hour structure. It's not bearish yet, right? We have a high, lower highs. So this is bearish lower highs, but we're not making any lower lows. If you look here, these are all equal sort of lows here, right? So bearish structure hasn't flipped. The only thing we have for sells is that the daily yesterday did close bearish here, but it looks like it wants to flip. You see how it hasn't broken the low, and it looks like it wants to flip. So if we can break the high, this will look really good for buys, right? So if the daily candle flips, this is also another, and here it is, the flip has happened, so it's pretty cool. So that since that flip has happened, remember I said the 15-minute high should give us, yeah, it's pushing now. So since this candle has flipped, we should be able to get some sort of, the buys still do make a lot of sense here. I mean, what is this range? But the problem, we're just stuck in a really ugly range here. And, it's very difficult to trade in a range here. I mean, really, you want to buy the bottom of the range. So this is where we want to be getting in. If we can come down and make maybe a 30-minute red candle, if we can form some sort of 30-minute red candle like this, if we can form this, check out my drawing skills. If we can form a 30-minute red candle like this, and then the next candle comes and breaks the highs of that 30-minute red candle, I think we can try some buys. Stop loss below here. Our position would look like this. Something like that. We'll target the top of the range. But that's what I need. The 15-minute is not enough confirmation. So buys still is our bias. But again, since the daily, I need to see the daily break the lows before even considering any sells. So yeah, that's the plan. But again, yeah, buys is the bias. So we have a plan now how to trade in the range. So this is pretty good to show you guys how to trade in the range. We have London open in like 15 minutes or so. Gold making a retracement here, found some support. Strong retracement. Let's see how this candle forms. Let's see. Yeah, 5-minute popped up here nicely. I want to see if the next 30-minute candle can close bearish, and then maybe we get buys within the range. Again, it's very difficult trading in a range, guys. Very difficult. Also, we're in an equal number here. We're at 152 exactly. This is a very difficult number, being at 152 exactly. Price always struggles around equal numbers. Let's see. Pretty slow day, pretty slow. Yeah, a little bit. I don't really like how the market's setting up today. It's a little bit boring, guys, to be honest. We'll wait till London Open, and then from London Open we'll make a decision if it's worth my time being on here. Because it seems like none of you have any questions, except for Eldon. Eldon had a good question. You guys do have questions, just ask. It can be for me to analyze any other pairs as well, I don't mind. If you want me to analyze anything else. Crypto markets is what's being exciting these days. Look at these moves. Beautiful. Oof. See if we can break this high here. That would be good. See this clean candle to the left? That's why we're driving up like this. Price should come up here 55, maybe even 56,000 on Bitcoin. Mr. Bitcoin. Daily looks clean up to 55 again and 56. Same resistance. Same way price came down cleanly, price is now moving up nicely. Very interesting. Ethereum's gonna go to all-time high soon. Crazy. Pound yen is consolidating. That's what pound yen is doing. See, if we break. See, not enough range. We needed. I mean, we can catch sells below here. I think sells below here will be pretty good. Then back into this range. 20 pip range, 25 pips. Possibly. Oh, this 1 hour is closing. This 1 hour will close bearish. We can have a possible wick fill. 16 pip wick fill. Yeah, maybe guys, maybe trade here on gold. 5 minute, still bearish 5 minute. 15 minute, looking like bearish. What if we break these lows of the 15 minute? 7 pips, break even, 14 pips. Yeah, I think we have a trade here on gold possibly. Let's have a look at gold. I think we could catch a wick fill here. Fill this wick and come down, continue bearish towards. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's wait for gold. Yeah, I mean, you can see the charts here. And if you want screenshots, I can post the screenshots now. GBP, JPY, same screenshots as yesterday. I just added the support down here. That's it. Everything else is the same. GJ is being boring. Gold, I will send the screenshots now. I don't want to close this. There we go. You can have that. Let's concentrate here on gold. Let's see if we can get a trade. Looks pretty good to continue bearish. I need this now. If this 15 minute doesn't close bearish, I won't be entering the trade. But if it does close bearish, I think I'll take a low risk sell. Why not? Why not? Looks like it's gonna go without us. Yep, that's sad. Hopefully the 1 hour can open with no bottom wick. If the if the 1 hour opens with no bottom wick, flip, goes up, makes a top wick, we can use the 1 hour top wick as our stop loss. Something like maybe we can get. Oh look, if it closes here, it's only a 15 pip stop loss for the last. Flips down, makes a bottom wick, and then as soon as the candle flips, we'll enter. Hopefully price can continue down to 18.14. That would be good. Or we can lose the trade. Always possibilities. But I do need that 15-minute to close bearish. If the 15-minute can close bearish, that is looking good to me. Need to drink that water, guys. I live in Dubai. It's a desert. I'm just joking. Not much desert left in Dubai. 10 minutes here till this closure. Will we get ourselves? Pound yen doing nothing interesting. Will we get ourselves? Again, I need that 15-minute to close bearish to take sells. So we have 10 minutes to burn. In those 10 minutes, you guys can choose what you want to do. Ask me a question. Ask me anything. We can actually use 30-minute stop loss here. If the candle closes somewhere like here, then we only have like an 8 pip stop. 8 pip stop, guys. Let's wait. See how this trade will go. Should be a good trade. Let's see how the candle closes though. All depends on the candle. Preferably, again, the 15-minute closing bearish will mean that the 1 hour closes below this wick. I want to see it close below this wick. Because on the smaller time frame, this is your range. From here to here, that is your range. So we need a closure below the range. So let's see if we can get that. 8 minutes, a lot can happen in 8 minutes, so we still have hope. This is like watching paint dry. Looks like a barcode. You know what this looks like? This is what GJ looks like right now. Like this. That's what GJ looks like. See? Come on, I need this 15-minute to close bearish, guys, not bullish. See, now the daily is coming into this rejection zone here. The best place we had to trade was in here. This is the best place we had to trade. I mean, if it breaks these highs, you guys can probably take buys, to be honest. But I'm not gonna trade against the 4-hour trend. Doesn't make sense. See, another thing we can wait for is price maybe to come up into this area here. This is a possible rejection area, all here. So what can happen is that price now can pop up here, reject somewhere in this area, and then continue down. How many times have I showed you this type of setup? Closes bearish, continues down. And that's all we have to wait for. You know, unfortunately, the charts are not exciting these times. You know, it's a little bit boring, but this is what we have to do, you know? Nothing we can do. Four minutes here. Let's see what happens. Also in 4 minutes it will be London Open. See what happens in London Open.
If you want the vision, get to spinning. My mama told me trust in God, it's never limits. Now I'm on the scoreboard, running up the digits. I put in work, you know I'm up to get it. Early bird gets the worm and the Yankee fitted. Like, whoa, bags undone.
Let's see.
You know, won't complain, I'm tired, I'm on go. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right. Now I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from
So we broke the 15-minute highs. This is what I said. Probably buys would look good if we broke. You can see immediately up 2 pips, 3 pips. Probably could catch 10 pips here. Again, I'm not gonna count the trend trade. This 1 hour is gonna close bullish. Man. Charts are chalk. Oof. So we have 2 minutes here. Let's see what happens. See how slow pound yen is moving? It's barely moving. There we go. It's gonna break these highs here towards the left. Continue up bullish. There we go. Should be now. It's 5 pips already. Pretty simple setup that. Break these highs. Again, I mean, now we're breaking the 30-minute highs. At this point, you want to be looking for some sort of support. 1 hour will be closing weak bullish. Very weak bullish. Oof, nice push. As I said, right? As soon as it broke those highs, you would see a nice. So buys would make sense, but again, I'm waiting for sells because most of the time go on the 4 hour time frame. When you go on the 4 hour time frame, if the candle is bearish, you should be taking sells. If the candle is bullish, you should be taking, buys. Just use that as a rule of thumb to keep you safe in the long term. In the short term, days like this, sometimes it can help to counter trend, but really, it's only Tuesday. I have till Friday to trade. I'm not gonna sit here in front of you guys and lose money, right? And especially if you're gonna copy my trades, I don't want to put us in a trade where we lose money, right? It's not good. It's not good at all. GBP USD. Let's have a look at GBP USD. Yeah, GBP USD looks a lot better than GJ actually. But yesterday did close bullish, so we do have a zone here. I mean, close bearish, sorry. So if GBP USD breaks this daily support, then I think sells will look good for GBP USD. Weekly on GBP USD is bullish. 1 hour. See, 1 hour hasn't broke the lows. I would say if GBP USD can close below this daily support level here and close below it on some good time frame like a 4 hour, then I think that would be good for sells. As for buys, since the weekly is still bullish, I think for buys a good area to buy GBP USD would be, let's see the range here, 17 pips. I think you can argue some buys are above this area here. But preferably, I would prefer buying GBP USD above all the way up here to catch this area here. But for now, GBP USD stuck in a range. If you do get a closure below this, actually below this area here on the 30-minute, then I think that would look good for sells coming down. So you could sell it. But for now, I'm going to remain short-term bearish, but range, right? There's no clear direction at the minute. But looking at the 4 hour, 4 hour is still, in a range. If this 4 hour closes below here, below 138, then I think 4 hours should continue down, bearish, you know. But yeah, let's see London open, new candle here. So yeah, we did close. This has no top wick. As this breaks the 1 hour high, that could be a good trade actually, guys. 10 pips. Let's see how the 30-minute looks. Interesting. Now if this 15-minute closes bearish, maybe. Maybe. I'll wait for this 15-minute candle. Very slow here, very slow. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. In the meantime, if you have any questions, ask me. Let's see. If you have any question, guys, don't be scared to ask. Ask anything. Or send your charts. Copy this link here. Press copy link. Then when you see the copy link here, you can paste it and then just send me the X code here in the chat. Let me know once you've done that. Like this. Send this code in the chat and I'll analyze your charts and give you feedback for free. Well, the reason why is if we wait for the 30-minute candle, you're right, 30-minute candle is better to wait for because it's stronger. But I want to try catch a trade, you know, and on the 15-minute, if, you know, I do think that we can continue bearish. It's kind of like taking more of an anticipating trade, just based off the 4-hour being bearish. The 1-hour close, very weak bullish here, very weak, you know. And if the 15-minute is creating, it's basically just creating a lower high. For me, this is creating a lower high. And I think if we wait for the 30-minute, we'll end up missing the move, right? So that's why in this, for instance, I will wait for a 15-minute closure because it's enough confirmation for me from this bearish structure. Yes, it is more risky, but at the end of the day, waiting for a 30-minute structure to, you know, 30-minute bearish candle to close, you can miss the move, right? So there's a time and place when to wait for one and when not to. But yeah, good question. See, it's already moving from now. Yeah, I mean 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute we could take the sell as it broke this low here, but again, 5-minute is breaking structure towards the upside, so it's getting a little bit confusing here, right? Because if you look at 5-minute structure, what can happen here on the 5-minute is this is look low, and now we can start doing this on the 5-minute structure, right? So it can be very difficult. I wouldn't recommend trading on the 5-minute just yet. This is not the right time to trade on 5-minute. The only time you should trade on the 5-minute is when you have confirmation on higher time frames. So, you know, let's say we had a candle close on the 15-minute. Let's see what someone sent me something. Someone here is in 15-minute buy stops. Why is buy stops so high? And sell stops. Now I'd recommend you to only have one bias here. I think delete all of this and just wait. Be patient. Don't have buy stops up here and don't have sell stops down there. Just be patient. No need to rush your trade. Let's see, we have someone sending a chart here. Gold. This is an order block. I mean, yeah, you could consider this an order block indeed. I do agree. But that's why my support is down there. Looking for this daily support to be tapped. At the end of the day, an order block is just a strong level of resistance before a big move, right? That's what an order block is. An order block is a consolidation and a breakout. So I definitely do think that this area can be tapped. So yeah, definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. No, these are good questions, man. Good questions. They're relevant. They make sense. Good to ask these. 12 pip stop for 12 pip target, 13 pip target. So possible trade here. Hopefully we can get below this area here. You see, what I'm scared is that this is 5-minute to continue up. We'll be patient, guys. Let's see. Because if this 15-minute closes like this in 5 minutes, and then the next candle comes up, breaks the low, and then breaks the high, that's gonna be such a bad play. But I think we'll go with the sells. Hopefully this 15-minute doesn't drive down too much. At least now we've created some support, so we can look for sells in this area here. If a candle closes below here, we can look for, we have 18 pips here, 10 pips here, so sells below here can make sense, right? So we have 4 minutes here, possible trade. Let's see, 3 minutes. Yeah, I do think that if this closes bearish and breaks the low here, we can maybe get some sells. 13 pips for 12 pip stop loss. That's alright. Let's see, 2 minutes here. I need this to close a bit stronger bearish here. I can't have it close weak bearish like this. Man, the charts are really being annoying today, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this 5-minute flying. Again, remember, that's exactly what I showed you on the 5-minute. You need a higher guys. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. This is why I told you not to trade on the 5-minute, right? I told you it would make something like this, uptrend. If you're looking at this to take the trade, the sell, look what would have happened to you on the 5-minute. So if you take the sell on the 5-minute, and you take the sell below here, boom, comes down. I think, guys, this is going to make a deeper retrace here. This is probably going to continue up towards, maybe even all the way up to 1821. So yes, Aleph, your buy stops did make sense, but I told you to be patient because you need to wait for candles to close. If you want to take, this is where your buys should be above the 1-hour high. Buy stop should be above here, not all the way up here where you had them. It should be above the 1-hour high. Or the 30-minute high, same thing. Because why would you put your buy stops all the way up here when this is your bullish structure here, right? So this is your low, higher low, and then when you break this, it makes a higher high. So no need to put your buy stops all the way up here. But one thing you can't have, welcome from Australia. Where's the 618? I bet the 618 is here at 1821. A little bit higher. But I think 1821 we should see a reaction before the 618. Because this is more relevant than this area. Look, no bottom wick. Be very careful. But you see, Aleph, if you're trading, don't have sell and buy stops. It's very dangerous. What if price did something like this? It's gold, right? Gold could come down, make a wick like what it did here. Open your sell stops and then come all the way back up and open your buy stops. It's possible. It's definitely possible, you know, so always have one bias. If you wanted buys, your buys should have been above the 30-minute high. That's how it should be.
If you want the vision, get the spinning. My mama told me trust in God, it's never limits. Now I'm on the scoreboard, running up the digits. I put in work, you know I'm up to get it. Early bird gets the worm and the Yankee fitted. Like, whoa, bags under my eyes, and you know, won't complain, I'm tired, I'm on go. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. For that grip, 10 toes till they swole. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now.
So guys, it looks like it's gonna do a deeper retrace. I think I'll wait for that. I'll keep you updated in the Telegram as always. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Remember, I told you no bottom wick. Looks like this might want to have a bottom wick. GJ, leave Mr. GJ. Gold, I want to see it come up, find some resistance, and then come back down. I think New York session will be a lot better. Very slow, boring stream. Sorry, guys. Nothing I can do with these markets. They're just too boring. But yeah, with that being said, take care, guys. Have a great day. And yeah, speak soon. See you in the Telegram and Discord.